to Snacktooth Island, home of the odd but tasty Bugsnax. What's a Bugsnax? Well, like the reveal trailer theme song says, they're half bug, and they're half snack. I have to admit, I don't always keep up with the latest games coming out, but by chance, Bugsnax was one of those few things that caught my attention. The bits we saw from the trailer gave me N64 era Rare vibes, like Banjo-Kazooie. Dropping into the game for myself really took me by surprise though. This wasn't a third-person action platformer where you're jumping around grabbing as many snacks as you can. The game instead has you in a first-person perspective as you explore the mysterious island. You use an array of tools to help you capture the snacks. It isn't always as easy as simply running up and nabbing them with your net. You have a remote-controlled trap, a saw slingshot, and a launch pad, just to name a few, and you gain more as you progress through the game. Each snack has their own method for being captured, some being more complicated than others. Trickier snacks require you to use a combination of your tools, while some can only be caught by using other snacks against them. This transforms the gameplay from simply being a run-and-grab FPS to being more of a puzzle action game. It's satisfying to come across a new type of snack that you're not sure how to capture at first, and then having that aha moment of figuring it out. While discovering the correct method of capture for those crunchy creatures isn't always easy, we have our snack scope to help us. Using this, we can learn helpful info on the various snacks, such as their likes, dislikes, and habits, as well as revealing their travel patterns. We can also use the snack scopes on other people, or even notable objects or items. I'm not going to get too far into the story to avoid spoilers, but I will touch on it a bit as it's an important aspect of the game. We play as a disgraced journalist who receives a video invitation from eccentric explorer Elizabeth Megafig, or Lizabert for short, to come and join her on Snacktooth Island to document the curious and unknown Bugsnax that inhabit it.
Together, you and I will share the incredible tale of Bugsnax.
Our editor thinks it's an awful idea and doesn't trust Lizbert, but out of desperation for a new scoop, we go anyway. Here we find out that Lizbert and her close partner and medic, Eggabell, have gone missing, leaving leadership duties to her clumsy but good-natured assistant, Filbo. Without Lizbert to lead them, their makeshift village falls apart, and the group splits apart, all going their separate ways.
I tried to step up and keep everybody calm. Well, technically, I was in charge, right? But that didn't last long.
It's up to us to explore the island to find the missing people and convince them to return to the village so we can interview them and hopefully discover what happened to Lizabert. You may have noticed that the people in the game aren't exactly human, sort of resembling bipedal Muppets. They even talk like them. They're called grumpuses and are the intelligent species of the Bugsnax world.
Living here is better than that cave, but it's still pretty dull. Like, where's the drama at?
Relatively speaking. Despite their name, they come in all sorts of temperaments, like the timid Filbo, the no-nonsense farmer Wambus, and the snobby, gossipy socialite Beffica. They even have that cop lady from Fargo as an archaeologist, don't you know?
Would you mind finding that chamber? And if there's Bugsnax there, please bring them to me.
Each of these grumpuses have their own reasons for leaving the village and require you to perform certain tasks before they agree to return. This usually involves capturing and feeding them particular types of Bugsnax, which the grumpuses find delicious. This comes with the weird side effect, however, of transforming their various body parts into food. Surprisingly, they don't seem all that concerned about this, simply thinking it looks neat or just deciding that the taste is worth it. Do you like your favorite food enough that you wouldn't mind your leg turning into it? They do. The one thing this disbanded group does have in common is their mutual respect for the missing Lizbert, so the main goal of the game is to round up each and every one of them to help find her. As we do this, we'll discover tension and conflict between different members in the group, mediating things as we can. We also find film reels left behind by Lizbert which dive deeper into her relationship with Eggabell and their personal issues. The dialogue between characters is entertaining, and the voice actors all do a great job portraying them. Even the various snacks all have cute little Pokemon-esque voices where they repeat their own names. The gameplay and movement feel good, and the tool mechanics all seem to work pretty consistently. I only found one glitchy platforming moment in particular where I fell between some rocks and I got stuck for a bit. Oh no, I found a glitch. That's not good. But I was able to squeeze my way out eventually. The game's soundtrack is chill and upbeat without being too abrasive. so it's good for listening to for long periods of time while you're hunting. The game's world isn't huge, but it does boast several different environment types, including a beach, a desert, and an icy mountain peak. These all, of course, will house their own unique variety of snacks and AWOL grumpuses. All of these areas are very pretty to look at. The catching usually feels rewarding, but I have to admit there were times where things felt a bit inconsistent or downright unclear about what I was doing wrong. One mission wanted me to catch 2 centipedes. After a number of failed attempts, I was finally able to catch one by putting some sauce on the launcher to attract it and then hitting it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we just had to hit the head off. I tried to repeat this over and over again to get the second one, but it just wouldn't work no matter what I tried. I'm not sure if my first catch was a fluke or if it just stopped working for some reason. Luckily, this wasn't a mission needed to progress the story, which is the main motivator for pushing through. Another time, my snack scope hinted that I needed to trip one of the snacks off the walls in order to catch it. I tried using my trip tether, but for the life of me, I couldn't get it to work. Then I just tried a completely different method unrelated to the hint, and it actually did work. I guess it's a lesson that you should always try everything at your disposal before giving up, but kinda weird. There was another part where I sort of sequence broke the game by grabbing a new tool before I was meant to.
There is another device you will need. I've hidden it inside the Bugwatch Tower. Once you have it, I will tell you more.
I think I found it already.
One of those flying Bugsnax has set off the tower's alarm system again. Although you seem to have avoided being trapped inside. Clever. All right, return to me for the next phase of the plan.
I think I sequence broke the game. But it didn't actually break the game or anything, it was just kind of funny that it happened. The biggest thing I'd probably suggest for them to add if possible is a quick travel option. While the entire world isn't huge, the loading screens between areas can be a bit long at times, and not all the areas are directly accessed by the hub area. On top of that, there are times where you'll have to backtrack from one place to a few areas away in order to grab a certain item or meet a specific person, effectively making you wait through several loading screens. Quick travel would definitely help a lot here, I think. In conclusion, I think Bugsnax was the cutest body horror game I've ever played, and pretty fun. It took me about 9 hours to complete the game while doing a decent amount of the side missions. That may seem short to some, but I think it's a fair length for the $25 price tag, and you're likely to have more time to waste if you decide to 100% the game by catching every snack and doing every side mission. There's also some minor changes to the ending depending on how well you do during the final mission. Bugsnax may not be for everyone, especially those looking for something more gameplay intensive. The creators have said they were partly inspired by games like Pokemon Snap and Ape Escape, and I could definitely see bits of that in there. But I think a large part of your enjoyment factor here will depend on if you like the game's characters or not, like I did. Overall, I think it's a game worth trying.